slippery too, mate, so be careful. That's a wet ass. That's a wet ass. How you going, guys? I'm Tassie T. This is Gold Sniper Stu. We're heading down the west coast. We're going to do a bit of prospecting, a couple of new spots, test out some new ground. Try and dodge the bracing cold that is apparently kicking off every time we do anything ever. This is Mount Huxley.
Where's that Dundas?
No, it's not Dundas. Dundas is over here. That's we're thinking that that might be Miners Ridge, but you can you can see the track. That's the backside of Owen, just there.
You also have tailings dams there.
Yep, that's the tailings dam.
So Miners Ridge just there.
Yeah.
Yep, that sounds right.
So we're down here. We don't know where the fuck we are, but we're here.
Vicinity of.
Yeah, there's snow on the mountains, and it's just gorgeous. And I'm kind of liking being slightly geographically challenged. I normally know exactly where I am. I've got no fucking idea here. I know the King River is just below us. And of course, in typical Tassie T style, we go camping, and it sleets, and it snows, and it's hail. So at this stage, we're about to go find somewhere to set up camp, because the day she bees are cracking on. That is a spectacular view, though. We've just, so far what we've been stopped by every gate you can think of. There's just gates everywhere, or the roads have collapsed, or the lakes are flooded. Like, I honestly don't know what to do at this point. That's cliff edge all the way around it. So we'd have to climb up over this ridge just to even get close. And we've got to go 500 metres around that way. Got to go around that point. Right, so it's not that far, it's just here, isn't it? But
it's going to be a hell of a walk.
I'll just see if there's a fucking track. There might be a track. I doubt there's a track. But this was the whole point of coming all this way down here to try and get just there. And of course we're snowing. Pretty standard trip, to be honest. Like, I'm on the road now. She's not a road anymore. I mean, we could. Yeah, and if it cliffs out, which it looks like it does on the Geo, no hope. Fuck, let's just have a beer at this point.
I reckon that camp spot back.
Go back to where we were,
Yep.
that first one.
Yep.
Well, it looks like the lake's still coming up.
Well, yeah.
Like, it's been higher too. Look where the bloody mark is here.
Mm. It's been up another foot.
Oh,
Easy.
dude. Yeah. Some trips, eh?
That's swag.
But have a look at this for a campsite. So we've got it all set up around the Prado. No worries there. I've got the fire lit. We've slung a tarp up, and I've set me swag up just here under the edge of it. So that'll be fine. She's well seasoned. Go for a bit of a stroll. Go for a bit of a stroll. It's lovely, all that. And then boom, hello. Massive mountain and a lake. We were right beside it. It's been a bit of a testing sort of a day. We couldn't get anywhere that we wanted to get to. We got all the way down to the end of the road, almost down to the Bird River track. Yeah, that's all closed. The road downwards closed. Sketchy looking track going up Mount Darwin. So we've made our way back up here, explored the King River area. Found a couple of creeks we're going to go and test tomorrow. And we'll just do some pans and go for a wander about. But for now, this will do as a campsite. Gold's probably not going to be found this trip, but getting to know the area is exactly what's happening. So for now, I'm happy with that. See what tomorrow brings. Hello, Copper. Look at you just hanging out. What do you think of all that? Day 2. Not a bad night's sleep. Bit of rain. Just having me one moderate coffee for the morning. Barty's up. How'd you sleep? All right?
Yeah, no, good.
That's all right. The plan's going to be pack up camp, go for a prospect. There's a creek just over here I want to have a look at. Do the couple of K walk in and go and try and find this old mine site and just have a bit of a look around. Test the creek in various spots. And there's another creek right near it. We'll see what the access is like to that. Might be shit, might be awesome, don't know. Next spot after that is going to be back over the other side of the King River, and there's a couple of creeks up in there I want to test out. Well, we're in our first creek. Pretty little creek. Lots of little waterfalls and stuff. We might not have to go anywhere, buddy. Fucking 5 minutes in, already got a wet ass. Go a little bit further up, try and find some ground that hasn't had any workings on it yet. A lot of overburden's been pushed out of here, so you can see where they've been cleaning out the holes. Although, it's a tiny little creek. Not a lot of gravels, plenty of bedrock. We've got our first little bit of colour. Just the dot. But we're on the board. So we'll do a few more of these pans. But it's a tight little gorge, like it goes straight up there. And a little waterfall further up, so I might have a crack at that. But for now, we'll snuffer this up and keep going. Righto, so we've packed up camp and we're moving on to the next creek to test. Found a bit of gold in that one, not a lot, not enough to stay there, so we're moving on. Gormiston Cemetery. Rather sombre place. Beautiful place to be buried, but I'm guessing no one here wanted to be. Very cool place. But anyway, time to go find our objective for the day.
Right.
See if we can't get in there. We finally found our track and no gates, which is even nicer. Nor should there be, considering we've got permission to be on the lace. The track so far, the Mighty Prado, loving it. Barty, however, he's loving it too. So we've got to drive this, what, 8 or 9 k's and then try and find our way down to the creek and the old mine we wanted to find. So, right, at the top of the hill at the old King River mine. And I'll tell you what, you got to be careful. I nearly stepped in that. Yeah, no, that's a proper shaft. Hard to tell on camera. It appears that what they've done is they set the stamper up here, and then all the material that they trenched, there's another malachite there, all the material that they trenched off the top of this hill, they were trying to intersect the lode that they prospected in the creek down here. They had some extraordinary estimates of the material. The sample that they sent away, I think it was 210,000 ounces potential. It's a lot of gold. Like all the gold in these areas, they didn't find nearly half that. I'm just trying to be careful because there's lots of holes and tunnels and yeah, it's sketchy. what's known as the Harris Reward gold mine. It was a hard rock mine. Not sure I want to go playing there. No. Look at that, they put a fence around it to stop morons falling in. Yeah. Pretty cool. Yes, that one's full of water. That goes down a fair way though. Another pit that they've dug out. Oh, so that's a collapsed area there. This is all quartz, Malik, I'm on here. You've got to get off the track to see stuff. Get off the tracks where you find all the cool shit. Oh, look at that. Cut a race through here, look. I wonder if that's water race or if that's the original creek. That's all been cleaned out. Very cool. Yeah, she goes underground there. So they investigated these river flats fairly extensively. There must have been some reasonable colour up in here. Check this out. Another ore bucket.
Right out here.
There must be a significant shaft somewhere for them to have ore buckets like that. That's how they were getting the ore out. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty cool. Further. Alright, whole sleepers here. Well, see, that's a bit more interesting finding stuff like that. Oh. Now that's a lovely looking creek, isn't it? A lot of pebbles. Bit of jasper. Yeah, nice. A lovely little hewing over here. These are a gorgeous little tree. Got the weirdest leaves on them. Alright, off to the next creek. But again, they've trenched and shafted a fair bit of this little hill. It's still better than the King though. The King's just fucking blackberry. My goodness. That was a horrendous...
Probably cleaned all of it.
Look, that was a horrendous walk. I didn't like it. Steep, slippery, blackberries and leeches. Fuck that. Oh, we're walking down the confluence saddle. It's the saddle between Queen River on my right, King River on my left. In 1934, a big bushfire raged through here. Took the lot, burnt the whole lot out. There's like up the King River a bit, there's, you know, a few remaining of the old sentinel trees, the real big myrtles that were in here. But it raged from Strawn right through to Southport. That's like a quarter of the state. It's just destroyed. So all these trees I'm walking through now, they're all about the same age. They're all 80 to 90 years old. And the forest's come back, as it does, bloody beautiful. Do you wait to see the Queen River? She's a friggin' mess. And that's, the colour's all from the poisonous crap that's running out of the Lyle mine site. Yeah, unfiltered, untreated, making its way straight into the river and polluting the town and everything downstream. There's a big sediment bed from where this shit runs into the King, and then that runs into Macquarie Harbour. It's like a kilometre long, kilometre wide of mine tailings. It's just made its way down, ultra fine. It's fun looking for gold and all that. There's a consequence. Queen River. So that's all full of mine tailings from Mount Lyell. And that's King River. Beautiful, clean, pristine. Look at all the bloody ironstone over here. You can see why they followed it.
Oh yeah.
Look
Yeah,
at look at the ironstone leaching out of that. Yep, that is absolutely an environmental tragedy. Old prospector shovel. Another old shovel. Hey Barty, 2 shovel heads here. And look at the quartz stringers. Look at that. That's some wicked geology. Well, we've had a look, found some gold, camped, driven through some stunning locations, and seen some cool rivers, and now we're heading home. So, thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Cheers.